Hey Collective, let's get some messages for the 18th. This is April 2022. Happy Easter Monday. This is worldwide collective consciousness energy. It's the collective energy. General messages for the collective energy. Please, clear, concise messages. Thank you, amen. On 3. All right, collective consciousness. What is going on? 3 cards or less, please. All right, the Magician. So the second major arcana out of the whole majors. This is having everything at your fingertips. This is literally pressing. It's almost going to be a matter of pressing a button somehow. Just, it's either a send button or like an edit feature or just a final decision leads us here, because the Fool that precedes this is the it's the initial language, it's the utterance, it's your first cry, as it were. And the Magician gets to take that and manifest. So this is the grand manifester. So there's some pretty potent energy today. I want to point out all of the aces are featured in this card. So all elements, the cups, the swords, the wands, and the pentacle. He holds the staff. There's righteousness involved here. This is in the upright, so this is quite powerful, and I would say it's positive. We have infinity over his head, so there is a lot of divine, I would say, inspiration here. And this is very much life force energy, so very potent, very powerful energy. What are your thoughts? You're the other person's thoughts about the energy or person. If this is a person, this is Mercury ruled. Mercury rules both Virgo and Gemini. Could be dealing with those signs or those houses, 3rd or 6th house. All right, what are your thoughts? You are the other person's thoughts about the situation. Master manifestation is what's going on here today. So you could feel like your fingertips are tingling or something. It's very exciting energy. So it's communicative, okay? Mercury rules communication. Also being 3rd house in Gemini is short distance travel, immediate family. And then you have 6th house, work, service, and health. Thoughts. You are the other person's thoughts about the situation. All right, 3 or less, please. Thoughts. Clear, concise messages, please. Thank you. All right. So we have the business world, mastery of business, mastery of self-motivation, and then the 10 of Pentacles. Very passionate energy here. This is the King of the Castle. This could be you or another person that you're dealing with, your own energy or someone in your environment, or just their energy. This could be an older fire sign male. And with the Ten of Pentacles here, wow, this is, I would say if this is about you and strictly about you, this is about your potential or your acumen for business development as the entrepreneur. This is profound entrepreneurial energy here, and so it's very business minded. In terms of legacy, you could be working with or thinking about your children and grandchildren. For example, you could be getting or giving advice with regard to business here. But mastery, and it could just be your passions, right? If this is passion, you could be dealing with fifth house energy, particularly creativity, sexual prowess. This is about, this is your kingdom or your queendom, if you're a woman watching, right? So, very potent energy in your mind space here, and profoundly lasting. This is hard work. This is the results of hard work and investment. But again, here with regard to thought and for the situation, it's very easily readable as going into business for yourself or doing some self-investment or working with this type of person for a long-term outcome here. This is a great deal of passion as well for this energy. The Ten of Pentacles energy being completion. This is your total cycle. It's to even be thinking about this or manifesting this is long-term wealth. So again, if you're not thinking about this being this energy, working physically toward, yourself, toward mastery of a type of legacy here, then you could be thinking at least about working with somebody like that. All right, what are your feelings about the situation? Feelings, collective feelings. You are the other person's feelings about the situation. And for the purposes of today's reading, the situation will always be the Magician. All right, what are your feelings? Wow, that just flipped right out as I was shuffling. I just want to make sure there wasn't another one. Four of Swords. So your feelings are rather reserved. This is a reservation. So this is your thinking about it here. You could just be undecided about which direction. And I remember saying here, this is the result of a decision. So it's almost like your feelings. There is a a meditation here, right? There is a rest, relaxation, rejuvenation. This is healing energy. So there could just be a mastery of, with regard in your mind, it could be a healing with regard to that as well. You could need, particularly if this is your own projective energy, this is a mastery of, say, your public self. Fifth house is in the public, right? And this is also, Ten of Pentacles, and very much speaks to the business world. So this could be, how you're working in the business world and just sort of recovering here, taking a break. This could literally be healing if this is body or health energy. But it's very positive energy for all of the swords being as difficult as a suit as they are. This is nice. So at least, or you or the other person knows that there's this calming effect here, at least in terms of thinking, and it could be because there's so much passion here about which direction to take or how far to go, or this is great maturity, right, in your passions. If this is a love reading, I would say that this is about, you know, how to manifest this in the real world, these passions, these legacies. It's very much a family card, right? Here in the Ten of Pentacles. So this would be your passion for that and your longevity in the long term. So, yeah, let's see the most probable outcome here for this situation. Most probable outcome. Wow, look at this. How beautiful. 6 of Wands and the Sun showing up as the most probable outcome. More Leo energy. You could be dealing with an actual Leo, or you could be one. We have more Wands energy here with the 6. So tons of bright success. This is really, really glorious, actually. Especially these two cards together. I don't normally see these together. So this is just a fantastic victory. Real success, pure joy. We could have an actual child involved, a success regarding a child here. Just because this is dad energy, right? With the King of Wands. If this is about a passion, this is a victorious passion here. This is a real celebration. This is success, particularly regarding this manifestation energy back with the situation altogether. So it's nice to see in your thinking space here particularly, you have this mature growth. I would say you're headed, you know, your thinking is about, you know what to do. I think you or the other person knows what to do here, knows how to manifest, right? This type of thinking. It's like this pullback, this mental sort of calming, sort of how do I get there, maybe piecemeal, piece by piece. And honestly, and I think that especially being in your heart space today, and I wouldn't normally say that because, you know, swords in the heart space is thinking energy, so you're really in your head about it, but maybe not so strange today because of this Mercury situation. It's mercurial, it's mutable, okay? So for example, Gemini and Virgo are both mutable signs, and this means that you have this space to maneuver, and maybe I think you could be feeling that and not giving yourself a hard time, as it were, about literally bringing it to fruition because you know what it is that you want to see. You know what it is you want to produce and how you want to do it even. So really stunning reading. You can't complain whenever the sun shows up anyway. This is just an overjoyous, and it could just be also about, this is projective energy. So no matter what you or the other person seems to be projecting, or at least this situation has a lot of sunny energy, right? The sun, it's beautiful, healing. It's healing energy. It also brings things to the fore. It shines the light on something, and with it paired here for the most probable outcome with a victory card, that this is you and or the other people or the situation. Everyone seems to win in this situation, and it's because the thought space is so practical and passionate. It's almost like you found a way to mold these two worlds together. Really beautiful energy. Wow. I just want to point out that, okay, I don't normally look too past. Just really powerful reading today. I don't know, again, I don't know what I expect to see any given day when I do these readings. It's just very powerful today, it feels like. So this is lovely. So let's get the external energies This is outside influence or external energies. Here we have another victory card. This could have to do with your home or vehicle or travel. In general, we do have a travel card down here. We have a travel card up here. And then another completion. So we have another 10 of Wands, Chariot, and then the 3 of Wands here. So more Wands energy in your thinking. This is about action. Remember I said all of the aces are represented here in the Magician. When you have this, it's like this, you get to use it to your highest power where everyone benefits, and I think you figured it out. So it's just a matter of direction. Things could feel a little chaotic about returns right now, or exactly what you expect, because it could feel like an actual burden. But remember, this is, you expected this in order to get to the next level. And I think you have a lot of help, or you can rely on a lot of help. Like I said, it could have to do with the family, children, parents, grandchildren. But you are expecting to do the hard work here for a grand reward. Another victory awaits here with this courage. I find the Chariot actually provides a lot of courage. This is self-motivation. This is self-initiation, right? And we see this energy. This is a Cancer-ruled card, but it's also your 4th house. We have cardinal energy. We have self-propulsion, okay? So there's just a lot of even financial success here. There is a lot of at least potential here in homes. If you are in real estate or that type of thing, that could hold a lot for you. You could be expecting a lot of these rewards after a great deal of work, but it'll be worth it. And remember, this is always completion, so it's at the end of the line. Like I would expect great rewards here, but the work needs to be done. If this is a love reading for you, I would say that this is someone, or either you or the other person could just find this daunting. You could be expecting, I would say, feeling expectant, or expecting yourself to deliver a lot of passion here, just because the 10 of Wands is just an overdose of passion. And for the internal energy, or what could be going on subconsciously for you, we have 2 more majors. So the Chariot here is another major arcana card, by the way. So we're dealing with a lot more potent energy. This is energy that is, it goes, say, beyond our 5 senses or 3D comprehension, or we could just be in this arena and not know it and have to deal with it somehow. So we have Death, 6 of Cups, and then the World card. The World being a travel card. You could be expecting that, right? You do have travel here, literally, with the Chariot. And because it's a water sign, it could be over the ocean, of course. So we have Cups energy featured here for the first time. For the whole situation reading, there's no Cups. The 6 of Cups, first time this is showing up. This is our heart, feeling, emotional space. We have a water sign ruled Death card, major arcana card here, with Scorpio, sex, death, rebirth. This is quite powerful. So in terms of the emotional world, great transformation, new grounds, Saturnic change. This is tectonic change here with the World. We have 2 birth cards, right? Rebirth, especially, and I mean no less on Easter Monday, right? But this could be quite powerful for many people today. And if it is a soulmate reading, if it is about something that's deep to you on a heart-based level, this is very important to you with the 6 of Cups. Something coming back from the past. This is nostalgia, sentimentality. It most certainly has to do with your childhood, or a childhood friend, or an old friend. It's very sweet soulmate energy. So a total transformation, right? The Death card being a total transformation around this nostalgia, good old days, and then this rebirth. So you could just feel spectacular inspiration today as well. And it could just be, like I say, feel burdensome somehow. You could be expecting to do a lot of work or expecting some sort of burden, but you definitely have what it takes. And this is going to be, I would say, groundbreaking with these two, particularly with your Six of Cups in the center. So something about your nostalgic world, maybe even your sense of yourself here, right? Because this is mastery, self-projective energy. And you could be quietly maybe coming to terms with it here somehow as well. But man, if you ever got it, you have, I would say, even like a hold, a spiritual hold, like the sun, an esoteric, in any, background, frankly, this is not only healing, but this is the sun. There, this could be the rebirth here. So this could be a very spiritual reading for you if you happen to be a spiritual person watching. So overall energy for the reading, Hangman, suspension, surrender, sacrifice, release, and then we have a competition card. This is leveling up though, Five of Wands, whether this is within you or about you, or it could be a job, an actual competition, right? Or it could be about taking the time to do something right here because you have a vision. There's a vision that is about to come to fruition, perhaps even by the end of the day. But this is a great deal of growth, right? Total transformation here with the World opposite. So fantastic, beautiful reading. Don't get caught up in any type of competition or conflict energy. Treat it as an element of growth, but take your time, especially in your heart space. Let something sit within your own mind and then make a plan, map out a plan. Could have to do with something going on deep in your feelings. Very, very interesting reading. We have Pisces energy here with the Hangman. That is all I'm getting for the reading today. Thank you as always. I wish you the best of days. I hope it was helpful to someone out there. Take care. See you in the next one. Bye for now.